It's Stitch. Heard y'all looking for the best. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I speed all up in my space. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Heard y'all looking for the smoke. Vin I key. Like every time you look up Stitch. This that heat. This that heat. Heat. This that heat.
What's going on, Hoopty Magazine family? Coach Lee, the car culture commentator, here with today's breaking news report. Today, family, we have a very, very special breaking news report on Dodge, entitled Dodge in the Hot Seat. From lemon lawn nightmares to EV fumbles, is the muscle car legacy in jeopardy? Dodge, that brand synonymous with raw power and tire shredding performance, is currently navigating turbulent waters. Three major issues have emerged, capturing the attention of the automotive community in alarming ways. First is the issue of Charger Daytona EV software glitches. Owners report that recent updates are causing critical system failures, rendering vehicles nationwide inoperable. Secondly, the issue of the Dodge Demon 170 spark plug recall. All 3,311 units of the Dodge Demon 170 are apparently affected by a mysterious spark plug issue, leading to engine misfires and power loss on this six-figure king of muscle cars. And lastly, the irritating issue of dealership repair delays on the Demon 170 engines that are failing. And reportedly, Demon 170 owners all over the country are sitting at dealerships with no end and no engine in sight. So family, let's delve deeper into these pressing issues today on this special breaking news report. But listen, before we get into today's breaking news report, what I need you to do right now is I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to like this video. I need you to leave us a comment, and please subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of the amazing content, special events, and breaking news reports that we've got coming. Can you do that for me right quick? You got me? All right, cool. Yo, family, it's getting hot out here in the Mopar kitchen, and not in a good way. Dodge's big electric flex, the Charger Daytona EV, is looking less like the future muscle cars and more like a $60,000 paperweight on wheels. So buckle up, gang, because what started as a bold leap into the electric age has now turned into a full-blown brick show. Here's the scoop, straight from the front lines. Shout out to OC Motivator, who's been lighting up the scene with this exclusive.
Well, it just keeps getting crazier. So just imagine this. You buy or lease a new car, you take it home, you're so excited, you don't sleep that first night because you can't wait to drive it the next day, and you have it for a couple thousand miles, and it ends up completely breaking down on you 3 separate times, downright bricking on you, only to find out that the thing that was supposed to fix it now has completely rendered the thing dead, and it could take months to get the car back on the road.
You drop 60 to 80 stacks on a brand new Charger Daytona EV. You're hyped, you can't sleep the first night, you're dreaming about carving up the streets the next day in your new ride, right? But before you can even hit 500 miles, your car dies. Like straight up funeral music playing, screen going black, car won't even turn on dying, and it's crickets under the hood. And the fix, the dealer tells you it's just a little over-the-air update, right? It'll be fine, they said. But nah, homie, after the update, the system crashes harder than a 90s Windows PC. We're talking full-on brick mode. Not a little software glitch, not a minor little bug, but full system lockdown. And what's crazy is these cars can't even be pushed to the dealerships, right? You have to tow them things on sleds like it's some kind of broke down parade float, right? One owner said they had 36 error codes pop up, 36. And the dealership told them it might take 3 to 4 months to even attempt to fix it, right? 3 to 4 months, I said. I'm like, what is this, the dark ages of car repair or something? That's ridiculous. And get this, when they tried to tow the car, the Dodge warranty only covers towing to the nearest dealership. So if you wanted to go back to where you bought it from, that's on you, player. You hear me? That's on you. One guy had to fight just to get his car towed back to the selling dealership, and he still had to shell out $64 to make it happen. And that's down from the original $311 bill they tried to stick him with originally. And OC Motivator's been on fire about this issue, saying it loud and proud for the people in the back. Dodge, y'all built a beautiful looking brick, right? And what makes it worse, they laid off the engineers who knew how to actually make these things work, replacing them with cheap labor in Brazil, India, and Morocco to cut costs. Newsflash, gang, you don't save money on the brain, right? You don't cut costs on that. Now you got a situation where your big EV hope is out here bricking on loyal customers. And you got YouTubers like OC Motivator, TK's Garage, and even Butter the Insider catching heat for exposing it, right? For protecting the American people? Make it make sense, y'all. But here's the thing. Dodge, you can't just ghost this problem. People pay big money and they want a car that works. Right now you're selling heartbreak wrapped in a Dodge badge. But the streets are watching and they're waiting for you to fix this problem now.
Damn! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome head of NAFTA, passenger car brands, Dodge, SRT, Chrysler, and Fiat, Tim Kuniskis.
The designers who dared, the engineers who pushed, the management that approved, did so with a corporate courage that would have been caged at any other car company. But at Dodge, we don't keep our courage in a cage. No, we've got a higher octane coursing through our veins. We've got a stronger brotherhood backing us up. We've got a duty to unleash demon, to break out, to go all out, to literally leave our mark on the streets and strips of America. This isn't just a Dodge. This isn't just a Challenger. No, this is the most technologically advanced, street-legal, production drag car ever.
All right, gang, let's talk about the Dodge Demon 170, a car that was supposed to be the crown jewel of Dodge's muscle car dynasty. A supercharged beast pumping out 1,025 horsepower right off the showroom floor. Built to eat tires and make the earth shake, right? But guess what? It's got 99 problems and now spark plugs are one. Word on the street, and straight from Butter the Insider's play-by-play, is that Dodge just sent out a customer satisfaction notice, which sounds cute, right? Like, hey, just a friendly heads up. Nah, that ain't no Starbucks rewards email. This is a code red alert. Every single Demon 170, whether it's tearing up the track, sitting in a showroom, or chilling in the garage, has been slapped with a massive spark plug recall. That's each and every unit. The issue? The factory spark plugs are duds, leading to misfires, power loss, and those dreaded malfunction indicator lights, aka that check engine light of doom. Now, Butter, he's been living out this nightmare in real time for months now. And if you've been watching his videos, you know the man's got receipts, right? He's got receipts. After his own Demon 170 started to make a sound like an industrial vacuum cleaner on steroids, he took it back to the dealership yet again, right?
So we gotta have this conversation about my Demon 170 yet again, and this magical piece of paper that I'm holding in my hand. Now, this piece of paper is from my dealership because what I told you guys in my last video about my Demon 170, whether or not I'm gonna take it to this dealership or another one, I took it to the same dealer. Now, before you say that, hey, why would you give that dealer a third chance to mess up your car? Well, I had a conversation with them, and an actual stellantis engineer actually seen my car.
Stellantis then sent out one of their expert field engineers to check it out. And what did the almighty expert engineer say after Butter recreated the sound for him in real time on a test drive?
From 0 to 20, like zzz, that's where this piece of paper comes in. And this piece of paper that he wrote me pissed me off to the max. This is what I told the dealership. The customer states that ever since performing the recall, there is a whistling type noise at heavy acceleration, sounding like it is coming from the rear of the vehicle. As I've said, I repeatedly said the same thing. Now, this is what part of the paperwork really pisses me off. And this is a normal characteristic of a high performance forced induction system and is inspected under the full throttle conditions. The field service consultant test drove the vehicle and confirmed normal operation. Repeat that again. The field service consultant test drove the vehicle and confirmed normal operation. The air intake system was thoroughly inspected for leaks, loose connections, or any abnormalities. None were found. Conclusion, no abnormal issues found. Air intake noise under heavy acceleration is normal for this vehicle's design and performance level. The vehicle is operating as designed at this time. This is the part of the video that I'm going to apologize if I sound harsh.
Roll up your windows. That's the normal sound for a car with this much power. Bro, what? That's your advice? Just Roll up the windows and pretend you don't hear the problem? It's not a solution, it's a cop-out. And the paperwork. Ah, yeah, the paperwork. Dodge claims the sound Butter's hearing is normal, just that supercharger doing its thing. But Butter ain't new to this thing, y'all. He's owned Hellcats, he's owned TRXs and a whole bunch of other Hemi-powered vehicles, and he knows the difference between supercharger whine and something ain't right. Oh, and it gets better. Dodge's own documents admit that there have been problems after the spark plug recall. They even sent out documents that address a sporadic misfire condition. Translation? Your Dodge Demon 170 might sound like a jet engine about to fall apart, but according to Dodge, that's just how she purrs, right? That's just how she purrs. Meanwhile, they're shipping spark plug replacement kits to dealers nationwide and offering possible reimbursements for owners who are already paid out of pocket. So let's recap. You dropped 6 figures on the Dodge Demon 170, right? Dodge's flagship, the baddest muscle car in the land, and now you're chasing spark plug problems, misfires, weird check engine lights, and mystery noises that the pros can't or won't fix? Dodge, y'all need to stop gaslighting your customers and start actually solving problems. Because right now, it feels like the Dodge Demon 170 is less king of the streets and more problem child on 4 wheels.
This car is very personal to us. Everyone was writing stories about how SRT was dead, SRT was gone. This is still in us, this is exactly what we do, and we're gonna prove it to you. We were going to go quiet on this and let this era end quietly. We wanted to go out with a bang. This is the new 2023 Challenger SRT Demon 170. Runs 0 to 60 in a record NHRA certified 1.66 seconds, and the quarter mile in a record NHRA certified 8.9 seconds at 151, producing 1,025 horsepower.
All right, gang, buckle up. This one's gonna sting. You think the Charger Daytona EV bricking like an old Game Boy from the 90s and the Demon 170 spark plug circus was the end of it all? Nah, player, we're just getting started. Dodge's so-called halo car, the Demon 170, that 1,025 horsepower drag strip dominating E85 guzzling beast, is starting to look less like the king of the streets and more like a ticking time bomb on 4 wheels. And TK from TK's Garage is not pulling any punches as he follows this crazy story.
So we have a Demon 170 owner that has had a blown engine, and newsflash, there's a problem. There's no engines to go around. Crate motor engine orders have been canceled or refunded. You can't place an order for a Demon 170 engine right now. And unfortunately, what's crazy or what's being shown now on all the forums, do you remember everybody talking about me and OC Motivator and Butter the Insider going, yeah, those guys are retarded. There's no way that they're not putting stuff in the engines. And here's the thing. It makes sense to me. You know, you would think if, you know, an engine was missing bearings or had a bad shaft or rod or something critical inside the engine being missing, it wouldn't run, right? That's just common sense. Well, now there's 4 documented.
Newsflash, there's a problem, TK says bluntly. There's no engines to go around. Crate motor engine orders have been canceled or refunded. You can't even order a Demon 170 engine right now. Now let that sink in. Folks out here dropping six figures, often way over sticker, for a Dodge Demon 170. And when that engine blows, Dodge has nothing for you? Nada? Zilch? Nothing? So now that limited edition hype suddenly starts feeling like a trap, because if you need a replacement engine, you're straight out of luck. And it's not just one or two cases. TK's been talking to owners, gathering receipts like a collector at a swap meet. He's documented at least 4 blown engines already. 4. And the forums are lighting up like a Christmas tree in July. But TK calls it what it is.
Imagine every single collector right now that bought one of these Demon 170s and put them in bubble wrap. Whether you hate me or not, whether you don't like Butter the Insider or OC Motivator or any of the rest of us that talk about this, you know right now in the back of your mind, you're going, fuck. How do I know if my engine's bad? And you don't, because you haven't driven it.
Man, that's chilling. Think about it. Folks are afraid to even drive their cars, scared that if they do, the engine might grenade itself after the warranty window closes. And these collectors are the ones that's primarily not driving it. But here's the real kicker. TK says Stellantis has been ghosting owners, leaving cars sitting at dealerships for months and months, with no engines in sight and no game plan on the table. He drops another bomb.
Right? Fix the engine in this Demon 170, replace it, or buy the car back.
But it gets even deeper. TK's been throwing shade on Dodge's entire dealer model.
And here's the other thing, Dodge. Here's the other thing, Matt, CEO Dodge. You can fix that issue by making sure that when you drop the Vipers in 2026 and some of the other Halo cars that you're gonna drop, that you make those dealers sign an affidavit, and it has to be notarized that says that they sold that car at or below sticker. And if they sold it over sticker, $1 over sticker, you don't give them any more allocations.
Calling for a major shakeup. Gang, and this is bigger than blown engines. This is about integrity, or the lack of it. It's about whether Dodge is selling dreams or just flipping over price heartbreakers with no support system behind them. Because here's the raw truth. You can't build a legacy on hype alone. You can't call yourself the king of the streets while your flagship car is blowing engines left and right with no replacement parts, no replacement engines, no transparency, and no solutions. Houston, we got a problem. You hear me? We got a problem. But Dodge, the ball's in your court. Car community is watching. The collectors are nervous. The loyalists, they're holding their breath, praying their Demon 170 doesn't turn into a 6-figure paperweight. But real talk, it's time to step up. It's time to own the problem and fix it before the only legacy left is a cautionary tale of what not to do in this performance car game. Because this ain't it. Customers ain't dumb, and they're waking up to the game. When your customer care feels like a scam and your warranty comes with a built-in expiration loophole, it ain't customer service anymore, it's a shakedown. And at least 2 other major YouTubers that I know have had to have their Demon 170 engines completely replaced. So here's the bottom line. Dodge, y'all better tighten up. Because if you keep playing this hide the blame dodgeball game, pretty soon there won't be any customers left in the bleachers.
That's it! You're out of here!
The muscle car legacy is on the line, and here's the truth. Dodge, you're standing at a crossroads, and the choice is clear. Either own up and step up and clean up your act, or watch your loyal fan base walk away. Because this ain't just about cars, it's about your legacy. It's about the people who spend their hard-earned cash chasing down the dream of American muscle. And right now, that dream is looking more like a lemon-scented nightmare. So here's the game plan if you want to actually save this brand. Number 1, transparency. Stop the spin. If there's a problem, say so. If you're working on a fix, show the plan. No more that's normal problem avoidance type excuses. Number 2, accountability. Hold your dealers to the fire. If they're playing games with repair delays and warranty loopholes, shut them down. Customers need to know that you've got their back, right? They need to know that you've got their back. Number 3, customer support. Stop making folks feel like they're in the DMV line from hell. When somebody buys a Dodge, they're not just buying horsepower, they're buying a promise. Make good on it. Dodge, you built a legacy on power, performance, and pride. Don't let it crumble under software bugs, spark plug scandals, and dealership runarounds. The time to fix this is now, because the streets are watching, and we'll be right here too, breaking it all down as this thing unfolds, right here at Hoopty Magazine. Well, okay, family, stay tuned for more updates and other breaking news right here on Hoopty Magazine Breaking News. And please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel,
I don't know what the you are doing with your life. I really don't. I really don't.
so stop what you're doing right now and subscribe so you stay connected and never miss out on anything we post right here on Hoopty Magazine. Is that a deal? Y'all got me? All right, cool. And remember, family, at Hoopty Magazine, we bring you the stories that matter to the car culture all the time, every time. So that's it for today's Hoopty Magazine Breaking News Report. I'm Coach Lee, the car culture commentator, wishing each and every one of you guys a great rest of your day. And as always, I'm urging you to keep your dreams in the fast lane, drive safe, and stay inspired. Talk to y'all soon, man. Peace.
It's Stitch. Heard y'all looking for the best. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I speed all up in my space. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Heard y'all looking for the smoke. Then I key like every time you look up Stitch. This that heat. This that heat. 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 This that heat. 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 I said I'm riding around the city with my woes. Like